Hi, my name is Austin Morris, and today I'm talking about virtual reality. According to Merriam-Webster, virtual reality is an artificial environment which is experienced through sensory stimuli, such as sights and sounds, provided by a computer in which one's actions partially determine what happens in the environment. Now, that's a fancy definition, so what virtual reality is using hardware to trick your senses into an environment that is generated by a computer into thinking that it is real. You can cover your eyes, you can change your smells, your touch, your taste, even your hearing, using those five sensories to immerse yourself into an environment. Things that developers have to keep in mind are stereoscopic displays to make sure that what you're seeing out of one eye is different from what you're seeing out of the other eye, so that way when it's put together, it looks like it's an actual real image. Another thing you have to think of is your field of view. A human's eye naturally looks 180 degrees when you're looking straight forward, and then you can even go further back to 270 degrees with eye movement. Another thing that they have to keep in consideration, which pretty much anybody who owns a desktop and monitor computer and does gaming, is frame rate. And you want those to match. Otherwise, if you have, say, 120 frame rate on your frames per second on your desktop computer, but your monitor only does 60 frames per second, you can get that thing called tearing, and it basically screws up your image along the x-axis. Another thing you gotta put in there is you want to have a low latency to make it seem real, and it just doesn't get you out of that immersion. So virtual reality, it's a pretty simple idea. It's hard to kind of create, and it's expensive, which is why it's not so common, but it's becoming more common as technology increases. But it's basically just immersing yourself into an environment using technology, and I look forward to getting my own. The references I used are AndroidAuthority.com. There was a guy named Alex. His name's Alex Moulis, and he did an article called "How Does Virtual Reality Work?" And then, of course, the Merriam-Webster definition that I said in the beginning, as well as our technology handbook, chapter 9. All right, thanks for listening to my virtual reality, and I hope you learned something from this.